does Donald Trump truly love Vladimir Putin? And I'll admit, the only two people who really understand a romantic relationship are the two people who are in it. But what I want to show you today, and please, let's not gossip about this, is what these two lovebirds have been doing in public. And specifically, I want to show you the highly suggestive way Trump has been talking about the man of his dreams. First, a quick reminder about how this courtship began. 10 years ago, when Trump was running for president, Putin gave a news conference in which he said Trump was, in English terms, bright and talented. And when Trump heard that, he practically blushed. Here's Trump the next day on Morning Joe.
Do you like Vladimir Putin's comments about you?
Sure. When people call you brilliant, it's always good, especially when the person heads up Russia.
In fact, Trump was so smitten that he would not listen when Joe Scarborough tried to warn him about Putin.
Well, I mean, also as a person that kills journalists, political opponents, and
invades countries.
And invades countries. Obviously, it would be a concern, would it not?
He's running this country, and at least he's a leader, unlike what we have in this country.
Wow. So Trump really had a thing for a strong man. Even one who murders people and invades other countries. Which, by the way, the country Putin had just invaded a year before that interview was Ukraine. But Scarborough tried to warn Trump one more time. Don't date him, girl.
But again, he kills journalists that don't agree with him.
Well, I think our country does plenty of killing also, Joe, so.
So, that was the beginning of the relationship. Trump made it clear that he liked Putin. Really liked Putin. And no matter who Putin killed, Trump thought Putin was better than the leaders of the United States. And then, as you probably remember, Putin authorized a cyber hacking operation to help Trump win the 2016 election. And that led to the whole Russia investigation. And look, there's a lot of debate about what that investigation found, but the one finding that was super clear, according to Dan Coats, Trump's director of national intelligence, and every U.S. intelligence agency, was that Russia did the hacking. So, in 2018, when Trump and Putin got together behind closed doors at a summit in Finland, Trump asked Putin whether it was true that Russia did the hacking. And when Trump came out of that room, here's what he told the press.
My people came to me, Dan Coats came to me, and some others. They said they think it's Russia. I have President Putin. He just said it's not Russia. I will say this. I don't see any reason why it would be. I will tell you that President Putin was extremely strong and powerful in his denial today.
And that was it. Trump wouldn't listen to his own intelligence experts. He believed Putin because Putin was strong and powerful. In fact, Trump said the American investigation of Putin was a terrible thing because it was keeping Trump away from the man he wanted to be with.
The probe is a disaster for our country. I think it's kept us apart. It's kept us separated.
So that was 7 years ago. Now, Trump is back in the White House. And 2 months ago, he hosted a meeting with Volodymyr Zelensky, the president of Ukraine. And Zelensky, whose country was under attack, again, from another Russian invasion, tried to warn Trump again about Putin. But Trump still wouldn't listen. Here's what Trump said when a reporter asked him why he believed that Putin, who at that moment was literally waging war, actually wanted peace.
I've known him for a long time. I've dealt with him for a long time. He had to suffer through the Russia hoax. Russia was a hoax. It was all Biden. It was nothing to do with him. So he had to suffer through that, and he was able to do that. I think that he wants to make a deal, and he'd like to see it end.
That was an eye-opening confession.
Build your perfect story.